everybody. I'm Mercer from the Oxnard and Thousand Oaks offices in California. And like everybody's been saying since we got here, it feels really good to be here in person. And I'm honored to be in front of you all representing the advanced sales track. I want to acknowledge my franchisee, Neil McMillan. As well as my zone developer, Yvonne Rockwell. Yvonne was actually my branch manager when I started with Express in 2013. At that time, I was living across the street from the office. I was working in a job that I didn't particularly love, and I kept noticing the Express sign. So I decided to finally go in, but my plan was to see if they had any nighttime or weekend work to supplement my full-time job. Like a lot of people, I thought of it more as a temp resource than something that could necessarily change my career. So I walked into the office, I spoke to the FOC, and I told her I was looking for temporary work. She took a look at my resume and saw that I had a sales background and encouraged me to apply for the business development program. So I took her up on it, and the more I learned about Express, the more I got excited, not just working in staffing, but working for a company that really gives people hope through employment. And I also learned that this branch took the ISO screening process very seriously. But after making it through the 10 steps and a few more steps, I decided to join the Express family. I remember the team telling me that the market had been waiting for somebody like me. And those words really stuck with me and made me feel like I was meant to be here. But the beginning wasn't easy. I started right before the holidays in mid-November. By the time I got through training, it was basically Thanksgiving. I didn't land my first client until late January. But every day I'd come back to the office and the team would be there giving me positive reinforcement and telling me to keep going and what a great job I was doing. After a while, I started to get skeptical, like, are they looking at a different sales report than I'm looking at? Or maybe that one account that I brought in was like the best account you could ever get. Whatever it was, I really needed the support. Because as I mentioned, the beginning was tough. But I stuck with it and I took advantage of all the tools that Express has to offer. I went to the first sales rally in Chicago in 2014. I went to Stacy Stack's one-week training in Tualatin, Oregon. I shadowed top sales reps in the territory, and I tried to take advantage of any other training that came my way. I kept a top 20 hit list, and I used my sales planner in Q4. In my second year, I thought I did what it took to make top 50. I made the monthly hit list multiple times, and I brought in over 80 new accounts for the year. But still, I came up short. I went to ILC, and I remember hearing the names of the different top 50 reps get announced, and my name wasn't one of them. So I looked over at my branch manager, Myra Garcia, and I told her that I'm not coming back to ILC next year unless I make top 50. So we went back to the office with new focus, determination, started doing a better job of leading with an MPC, cutting down on wasted drive time by breaking my territory into the grid. And with a little help from my friends on the inside team, the rest was history. We made top 50 multiple times in a row, and I got to travel to some of the most beautiful places in the world. The crystal clear waters in Aruba, the jungles of Costa Rica, and of course, the parties in Cabo. All from walking in that door and following the Express system. But it wasn't just me that was having success. In Oxnard, we became the first office in the West Zone to hit platinum, and we did so 3 years in a row. Everything was going great. We'd built a winning culture, and we felt unstoppable. The inside team was winning various production awards, and Neil was honored as Franchisee of the Year. We set our sights on taking the Oxnard office to diamond and Thousand Oaks to gold. And then boom, 2020 happened. I remember late February, early March of 2020 when things started to get weird. There's no toilet paper, there's no food, the NBA gets canceled, and it's like, what's really going on? This year, as we know, there's no associates, but that's a different story. At the start of the pandemic in California, the staffing industry fluctuated between essential and non-essential for a few weeks. And then on a Thursday evening, the announcement came that everything was closing. But on Friday, I guess in sort of a state of disbelief, we still showed up to the office. But within a couple hours, it was clear. It was time to pack up and go home. Reality was setting in. What would happen to our team, our clients, our associates? Everything seemed like it was ending. And you might say that it was time to adapt. Our beards got a little bit longer. Our attire got a little bit more casual. And some of us worked in the garage for a few months. Everybody thinks that the garage was my wife's decision, but I like to think that it was mutual. It wasn't easy, as everybody in this room knows, but our team stayed the course. We hit the ground running on Zoom, Teams, Emma, MZ, social media, and just got back to selling. We focused on essential businesses, and we sought out every sanitation, janitorial, temperature screener, hand sanitizer manufacturing job order that we could find. We did in-house sales and recruiting contests, and we tried to make the best of a bad situation. Eventually, we made it back into the office and dealt with all the yo-yos, challenges, and health scares that the rest of the year would bring. But we never quit. And that's why making top 50 in 2020 was that much sweeter. Knowing that no matter what curveball was thrown at us, we never gave up. Thank you.